Hello, dear students, and welcome for today's session. So, today we are going to understand again the concept of the matrix, how you can input a matrix, and how you can print it. So, for that, as we already discussed in the class, we need two for loops. So, for I equal to say 1 and I is less than equal to 3, I plus plus. This is the outer loop, and we need a inner loop also. So, say for j equal to 1, j is less than equal to 3, j plus plus. So these are the two loops that we require, and inside this we are going to scan the values. So let's see how it operates. So as I've already told you that this is the outer loop, right? And this is the inner loop. So for every outer loop, the inner loop needs to finish. So for example, when I is equal to 1, so j will go through 1, 2, and 3. That means if I plot, so 1 1, 1 2, and 1 3. So once j is complete, it will go out of the loop and the outer loop will become 2. And for that also j will be 1, 2, and 3. So that means 2 1, 2 2, and 2 3. Again, I will be 3 because we are given this condition. So for that also j will be equal to 1, 2, and 3. So that means 3 1, 3 2, and 3 3. So as you can see, the outer row, right, it is going for the rows, and the inner loop is going for the columns, right? So the rows and the columns. So this is our objective now, to write a program so that we can print a matrix, right? Like this is a 2 cross 2 matrix, or we can have a 1 2 3 7 8 9. We can have a 3 cross 3 matrix. So basically what we have seen now, that what are the requirements that we have now. We need the row value, we need the value for the column, that is for the I and j to go through, right? So this value will take from the user for rows and columns. And we need the matrix. Since it's a two-dimensional matrix, then that is why there will be two subscripts. Say for example x and say 10 10. So it can have maximum 100 values. So this is the logic behind it. Let us see how you can code it now. So for coding, we'll begin with hash include stdio.h. So this is where we begin with, and then the main. And as we have seen just now, we need to declare our variables. So what are the variables that we have seen? We need rows, columns, which will be provided by the user. Then we need I and j to traverse through. Okay, and we need one more, say x 10 10. So this is our two-dimensional array, since it has got both rows and columns. So the first objective is to take the input from the user for the rows and columns. So we'll say print f, enter the number of rows. So let's take the rows value first, and we'll say scanf %d, comma, ampersand rows. So it will take the number of rows. Similarly, we'll take the number of columns. So I will just copy paste it and change the values. So enter the number of columns, and here we'll take cols. So we have received the values of number of rows and columns. Now, once we are done with it, now we'll write printf, enter the elements. So now we want the user to put the elements, and as we have seen, to take the input we need two for loops. So for I equal to 1, I is less than equal to rows, I plus plus, we need another bracket for j equal to 1, j is less than equal to cols, j plus plus, and one more bracket to scan the values %d, comma, ampersand xi j. Okay, so this is the outer loop and this is the inner loop, and we are scanning the value here. So xij. Okay. So this is the closure of the inner loop, and this is the closure of the outer loop. And after this, now we want to print the values. So for printing the values again, I can just use the same loop here. So I am just copy pasting it. So now we don't require this statement over here, or we can say print the matrices /n, and again same two loops, and here now instead of scan I will write printf %d, comma, xi and j. So we are printing the value of the matrix over here. Now we'll close the inner loop, and before closing the outer loop, we'll say printf. So this is printf/n for the new line, and we are going to close the outer loop here. So here, every time the inner loop finishes and before it goes to the outer loop, there will be a new line. As we have seen that every time we finish completing this, we need to come to the next line. So if a row is finished, we need to come to the next row. So that will be done by this printf statement. So this is the code, and let's execute this. So let's save it first. So let's name it as mat.c. So as we know, every C program has a .c extension. Now I'm going to execute this. So here it is asking me for the number of rows, say 3, number of columns, again say 3, enter the elements. So let's put the elements 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So you can see the matrix 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, 8, 9. Now at present it is though it's a matrix, but it is not the way that we want. So let's see how we can improve this with the print statements. So here at this print statement, what we will do is that we'll give a /t. So this /t will provide some tabs to our values. So let's save it. Tabs means 4 spaces, and let's execute this code again. Okay, so 3 columns 3, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So now you can see the output is almost like a matrix. So this is how you can code this. If you want to remove the space, that space is because of this gap. Again, let's save it and let's execute it again. So again, it is asking for a number of rows and columns. So 3, columns 3, right? Now you can see the output. It is exactly in the form of matrix. So I hope this code is clear to you. So please practice this code so that you are able to input a two-dimensional matrix and show the output in the matrix form. Thank you.